voice of truth, the official radio station of the Church of Christ or Iglesia ni Cristo.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning in to INCRadio New York. I always love seeing our intro because, it's just a great start to our Saturday mornings. But thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Brother Christian Rockefeller, your host for today's episode. And with me today, we have a special guest, our one of our ministers in the district, Brother Chris Ornedo, and of course, our one of our panel hosts for today is also Sister Mika Jomaua. She's getting ready behind the scenes, but you just tune in till later. You can't see her right now, but don't worry, she'll be ready by like halfway through this episode. But but anyway, thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm hoping you are excited for our last episode for this month. January flew by so fast, so I can't believe we're already heading towards February, the second month of the year, and I'm hoping that everyone had a wonderful first month of the year 2025. Now, onto our main topic. I'm hoping that if you've seen our little promo video for the district, you might have guessed a little bit of what our topic is for today. But as you all know, we are going to be talking about our topic about mentorship. So mentorship plays a crucial role in the professional and personal development and growth that offers guidance and support and insight to someone with a little bit more experience. And joining us today on INC Radio, we're going to talk about how we can thank our mentors and exactly what are some qualities of a great mentor. For those on the YouTube live chat, make sure you comment and tell us. We want to see the comments today, as we always see every week. It's always rolling. And but today we want to ask you, and make sure you comment this, who do you look up to as a mentor and why? And make sure to shout out your mentors. Now, don't forget to also leave the hashtag for your local congregation. And of course, if you haven't done so, make sure you leave a like on this channel for INC Radio. And of course, subscribe if you haven't done it as well. So I think, are you ready to, I'll introduce our guest. Hi, Brother Chris. Can you give us a little introduction? I know it's your first time with us today.
Hello po, Brother Christian and Sister Mika, and all to the brethren of Ecclesiastical District of New York. Yes, Brother Christian, it is my first time to join our program and our show today. So yes, I'm so excited. I'm so happy, and I'm so grateful that you invited me to join your show today.
I think it makes it more special because both our names starts with K, Chris, K-R-I-S. So, it's the Brother Chris episode. So let's get this started. All right. So Brother Chris, we want to ask, who can be a mentor?
Well, that is a very good question, Brother Christian. And a mentor, based on my what I researched and what I learned through my ministry, someone who is successful, someone who is experienced and knowledgeable, and has the ability to teach or pass on the knowledge to his or her mentee. And a mentor also shows good examples that can be followed or imitated. And we know, Brother Christian and Sister Mika, we are so fortunate inside the Church of Christ. Because of God's help and blessings to his church, there are so many members now in the church who are successful in their respective field, career, or profession. But we must also be careful in choosing who our mentors will be, because as we have learned from our previous worship service lessons, not everything that is popular or trendy should be followed or imitated. Same with choosing our mentor in that case, because we know nowadays, Brother Christian, that everyone can give you an advice and try to teach you, try to influence you, but not everyone can be a mentor or someone worth imitating or followed. So for me, that is a mentor who is successful, experienced, knowledgeable, and has the ability to teach or pass on the knowledge to his or her mentee and affect their lives positively as they go on with their journey. Thank you for
Right.
that question.
No, thank you, Buff, for responding for the first question. And you really did point out a lot of great points when you in your response, Buff. But can you also tell us like what are some important qualities of a mentor that we should be looking out for? Because I know like there's so many people like we've said there's a lot of people that are like experts in their fields or whatever kind of genres or whatever little specific hobby that they like to do. So can you tell us what kind of qualities should we look for in a mentor?
Well, Brother Christian, here are some of the qualities that we should look for if we are choosing a mentor for ourselves. First, they must have genuine love and care for you because you are a mentee. And they should have the willingness to guide you or mold you to become better. Or they could help you heighten or bring your talents and skills to the next level. A mentor must also possess credibility, integrity, like we always hear. They must practice what they preach, right? Because a good mentor also knows how to listen and also how to give effective advice to his or her mentee. And for us, members of the Church of Christ, it is very, very crucial that they must also be active in the church. They must be faithful, and in their respective profession or work, they are hardworking and are good examples. So that are some of the important qualities of a mentor that we must choose.
Right. Thank you so much, Paul. Yes, so those are the qualities of a great mentor. Sister Mika, is there any do we have any response from the group from the live chat if you are you ready now to to be on camera? Still waiting on Sister Mika if she can, but if not, we can just continue to just keep talking about our topic for now, Brother Chris. But yes. Oh, there
Hello.
she is.
Good morning, everyone. Sorry, I'm a little bit indisposed at the moment, but we do have some answers from our live chat. Thank you so much. Our live chat is very lively today. So we have Sister Marjorie Agulay. Shout out to Caruth Verzo and Carawena Valdez for mentoring me as a secretary in the local of Woodside and Long Island City. We also have a comment from Sister Elan Evangelista, belated happy birthday. Oh, not Evangelista, Sprott, sorry. Shout out to my mentor, Conil Trinidad, who is always there to teach and give the guidance that I need. Even though he's no longer in the district, his advice still lives with me. Hashtag Boston. Yeah, so those are some of the answers for now. Let's get back to our topic.
Thank you so much, Atamika. And thank you for commenting, and don't forget to continue doing that as well. We're gonna keep shouting you out and reading those comments at the end of throughout our show. But make sure you also continue to shout out your mentors, because I know that we have some sort of mentor in our lives, and we all have that one person that we would like to thank. So today's a good episode to do that if you don't really get the chance to say thank you to them often. But Brother Chris, back to our main topic.
Yeah.
What role does a mentor have in shaping the minds of their mentee?
Brother Christian, another great question. An effective mentor will not only teach and guide their mentee, but also show good examples for them to imitate, right? Just for example, our Lord Jesus Christ is a mentor to his apostles, and we all know that Apostle Paul became a mentor also to his apprentice Timothy, wherein the mentors always teach and remind their mentee valuable lessons that they can use along their way. And if time would come that it's their mentees or apprentices' time to perform and practice what they learned, a good mentor, whenever possible, will continue to provide guidance and remind them the lessons that have been taught to them. So a good mentor is also able to provide mental, emotional and spiritual support to his or her mentee. So when it comes to shaping the mind of their mentee, a mentor really has a great impact. That's why sometimes when we see a person who is successful, sometimes when we look at them, we kind of try to figure out for ourselves like who they who's their role model or who's their mentor. Sometimes we sense it from them, like, oh, I think this is his role model, that's why he talks this way, he acts this way, and these are his beliefs, and this is how he conducts his life. So yeah, mentor have a very great impact in shaping the mind of their mentee. That's why I said earlier, it is very, very important and crucial to find a good mentor for yourself.
Right. Thank you so much, Paul. And I think one of the comments came from brother sorry, hold on. I think his brother Robert Parsha, I believe he commented that one of our greatest mentors that in the church is of course our beloved executive minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. And I think we can all agree on that he has those qualities and those those important qualities to be a mentor. And I think he's one of the biggest mentors that we definitely should be following every single day in our lives. And for me, I guess I'll take this time to say thank you to my mentor. Oh, hello. We have someone that just joined, Sister Abby. Well, hello.
Hello, Abby.
Hello. Good morning, everyone. Sorry to interrupt. Continue on.
No, please. It's not INC Radio without you, Ate Abby. So welcome to our show, even though it's fine. But as I was saying, I'm going to take this time to say thank you to my mentors. I also saw a comment from Sister Diane Pollard. She said, I want to shout out our choir directress, Kad Jem. She's a great mentor, especially to our choir members in the district. And I think we can all agree on that. Thank you so much, Kad Jem. And to my mentor here in this local congregation, Brother Genmark, he's our organist. He always leads our choir practices. He's a great mentor, and all our vow formations are always on point. Thank you, Brother Genmark. So, taking that time to say that now. But Brother Chris, for you, who do you look up to as a mentor, and why?
Yes, like with what Brother Robert Parsha said, as a minister above everyone, it is our dearest executive minister, Brother Eduardo Manalo, because he always teaches and he also set an example for us how to love and care for the brethren and also for the church's welfare. And he always give us advice on how we must conduct our lives and how to become successful, dedicated in our duties, and become effective helpers in our church. And we also want to acknowledge and appreciate, since this is like appreciation for our mentors, we also want to appreciate our teachers from our school. Before it was called the College of Evangelical Mission, which is now the School for Ministers. I also acknowledge our district ministers who continue to teach us also, because we also learn from them. A lot of things we learn from them. And because we admire their examples, there are times that we would also like to imitate their good examples, especially when it comes to dedication, love, and their discipline and the mindset that they have whenever they perform. So those are the mentors, and that's why I admire and try my best to follow and imitate them.
Thank you so much, Polka Chris. How about Sister Abby, who just joined us? Would you like to shout out who your mentor is or mentors are?
Oh, you put me on the spot. You can like to reiterate what other brethren and other ministers and have said. Our district minister, our executive minister, and all the helpers in the central office. Also, our choir leadership. My choir leader here in Bristol, Sister Minnie, our assistant choir leader, Sister Shell, Sister Jam, Sister Jan, Brother Adonis. There are all good examples for us choir members on how to perform our duties, and also to be active in all the district activities and all our local activities. My brother he's also a good example, and my parents as well. You know, all even like the elders of our church, or even the elders of our family, like our grandparents, are also good role models and mentors to even live our personal lives, like to strive for better opportunities, to work hard, to excel in this, our livelihood or our schooling and whatnot. So there's so many that you can look up to, even within your family. So.
Thank you, Ate Abby. And of course, Ate Mika, do you have any mentors you wanna you wanna shout out, say thank you to, or give them hello?
Mentors. I mean, I feel like all of us, right? Our resident ministers and workers, our district ministers, of course, Brother Eduardo Vimanalo. They're such great mentors, especially for me as a CWS teacher. They're people that I look up to when it comes to the love that they show for the brethren under their care, the lengths to which they would go to take care of the brethren. I can only hope to be a fraction of the amazing people that they are. And my mom. My mom is a great human being, person, mother. She's probably not watching, so that's why I can say all of these things. But yes, if I can just be sakaling kingan, right? That's what they say. If I can just be a fraction of what they are or how they live, then I think I'll be all right. We also have several comments in the chat about their mentors. Brother Christian, Sister Abby, can you read them?
Yes. Well, of course, I'll read this one from Kadon, our district minister. He says, a mentor will produce in another someone like themselves. A good mentor will continue to develop themselves for the sake of those who depend on them for guidance. Thank you so much, Paul, for sharing, Kadon. From Sister Sandy Ramos, she says, my mom and dad are my mentors, hashtag Belmore. I believe I saw one from Sister Joy and Andres. She said, shout out to Karani David for being a great mentor for me, especially when I became the Kadiwa president in Belmore. His leadership and support really helped mold a positive mindset for the for the CFO, sorry. And I believe Sister Joy D. Parsha said, growing up with my dad working abroad and my mom serving in INC Central Office, I grew up with my grandparents. My grandfather was a minister. I consider them as my mentors, especially in serving our Almighty God. So I think we can all agree in that sense that, not only these people that we, meet in our daily lives for our careers or professional stances to guide us to where we have to go, but our number one and first and foremost mentors that's kind of been there since we were young is, of course, our parents. So, shout out to my parents as well for mentoring me, for guiding me every day. I can say this too because they're at work right now. So the only time I'll say that right now, but yeah. Brother Chris,
Yes.
this is like we said, but this show goes by fast. So we're sadly on our last question, but I wanted to ask this. Do you think mentoring has a long-term impact on a person's career or a person's personal life? If you can, please give us an example of how that can be.
Oh yes, definitely. They have a lot of impact, especially as they help you to develop your self. Like for me personally, when we have mentors, they help me to develop that right mindset and have a clear point of view on things, and they set good examples for me to be inspired, and they give me additional motivation. Like they always tell me, like if we have done it before, if we were able to do it, then you can also do it. Just remember, you can do it with our Lord God's help. And they continue to motivate me even up to now into reaching my true potential and making use of all the gifts and talents that God has given us. And what I learned also from them, and it really impacted me so greatly, that they always teach me that no matter where you go, you must always remain humble, because there is always something new to learn. and the learning process is truly continuous. And actually, I continue to learn and always be reminded. That's how they impacted me personally, Brother Christian. So it is really, really important po.
Thank you, Paul, so much for joining us today and for giving us um, the wisdom and like how to be a mentor and how important a mentor can be. And I'm hoping that for all our viewers today that tuned in, or for those that will be watching this later, I'm hoping that you're able to pick up on those tips on how you can be a mentor to someone else as well. But also don't forget to say thank you to the mentors that helped you get to where you are right now, because I think without them we wouldn't be where we are when in our current position and how we are in this life. So Brother Chris, if you have any closing, if do you have any greetings, shout outs that you want to give Paul?
Yes, po. Thank you, Brother Christian. Well, I want to take this opportunity, po, to greet our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo. We love you so much, po, and the Ecclesiastical District of New York. Praise and are hopeful to see you in person soon, po. And we also want to greet the CEO and President of SEBC and Christian Family Organization Coordinator, Brother Angelo Aranya Manalo. We love you, po, and we hope to see you also in person soon, po. And to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, to our Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Omelda, our District CFO Advisor, Brother Anthony Silvestre, thank you so much po for trusting us to join this program today. And to all the brethren in New York, and special shout out to the brethren in Woodbury and Albany, hello po. And could I just make one last greeting po? Special shout out to my batchmates from College of Evangelical Ministry, Batch Trustworthy. Hello po, and good day to everyone. Thank you so much po for letting us join in this program today. Very, very good topic po.
And thank you for joining, Brother Chris. And we hope that this isn't the last that we'll see you. Of course, we always like to see new faces on INC Radio. And of course, we'll be seeing you all over the district. So, it's good to always be on, to be with us every weekend. But, and now, I think we have just some activities coming up for the next few days, weeks, months. So, Sister Abby, I'll pass the floor on to you.
Yes. So for tomorrow, there'll be a special gathering for the School for Ministers. And depending on your region, for Rochester, it'll be at 1 p.m. In the local congregation of Boston, it'll be 2 p.m., as well as in Bristol, and 4 p.m. in Forest Hills. And we'll also have an evangelical mission on January 31st. So continue to keep your eyes and ears out for your time of your respective evangelical missions. Do we have any greetings or shout outs that we would like to read?
We actually have a couple. First off, we want to say happy birthday to Sister Joanne Lactowin. Happy birthday, Paul, from the District of New York, and of course, INCRadio New York Satellite Studio. We have from Priscilla Batan. She says, hello, Paul, to all brethren around the world. Have a blessed day, Paul. Stay safe and healthy, watching from Rizal. From Mario Oka, happy viewing here in the Philippines and enjoy watching here in INCRadio New York. Greetings from the locale of Brixtonville, District of Caloocan North. From Shirley Badua, hello, brethren. Good morning, Paul. Happy viewing from the local of LIC/Woodside Extension, District of New York. And Sister Laika Sylvester says, shout out, Paul, to my husband, my mentor, then. Hashtag Brother Anthony Silvestre, hashtag Forest Hills. And Sister Marie Rose Guillermo, hello, Paul, to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan R. Santos, Paul, from the Guillermo and Acuna family of Belmore, New York. I think there's so much more. I think there's so many more comments. If you guys, do you guys see any more comments? Ate Mika, do you see anyone else? Or Sister Abby?
I know there's a lot going on. It's a lot of hashtagging and shouting out your local congregation, but we will congratulate those from last week's hashtag challenge. So for number 3, local congregation of Woodbury, congratulations, Woodbury. And number 2 is Woodside Extension. And the number one spot, I think they've been consecutive for quite some time. It's the local of Forest Hills. So we'll see next week on which congregation will be in the top 3. And to recognize the top hashtaggers, we have Sister Roots Cito, Sister Jacqueline Ornedo, and number 1 is our Sister Liberty Sabino. I was about to say something else. So congratulations, brethren. Again, tune in next week to see who will be our top 3 hashtaggers.
All right. I think we've pretty much read all of our comments and greetings for today. And thank you guys so much for tuning in to INC Radio. Sister Abby, if you want to take us out?
Yes. Coming in fashionably late. Thank you again for tuning into our show today. We really appreciate all your support in our INC radio show. Thank you to the church administration for continuing to give us a platform like this to share and speak about important topics like these. Don't forget to catch us again next Saturday at 11:30 a.m. Eastern Time or Sunday 12:30 a.m. Philippine Time.
And of course, don't forget to leave a like on this episode and make sure to subscribe to INC Radio DZM 954, this YouTube, our channel here, and make sure you continue to support us every week. We always love to see everyone. And of course, greetings to our beloved Executive Minister, Brother Eduardo V. Manalo, and to our Christian Family Organization Coordinator and SEBC President, Brother Angelo Aranyo Manalo. Also, greetings to our INC Radio Station Manager, Brother Wally Taray, and our Executive Producer, Kuya Manly Andaya, especially to our District Minister, Brother Sheridan Santos, Assistant District Minister, Brother Neil Patrick Melda. That brings us to the end of our show. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. This has been INC Radio New York. See you next week.